Back to jail. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started. Before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. You know what, dude? Unmute everybody, you fucking mush.
What
in
the hell?
Shit fuck are you wearing?
I love it.
Oh, I didn't say I love it.
That's right, baby. We're back. And it's you, babe. About a feeling that I'm hard enough.
Whoa!
I love it. I've been listening to this Styx all day. Mr. Roboto, Mr. Roboto. All of
you got time to learn all the lyrics.
No, I don't have a memory like I used to, but I sure can fucking belt out a tune when it's playing along with me. You know?
True.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me.
That's good shit.
What's with the shirt?
It's this is the shirt right here, $7.89 at Walmart. It's the softest thing I put on my body since I slept with a fucking 22-year-old at the Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas. Woo!
2 months ago.
I wish it was 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby, who did that drawing? You when you were drunk?
Yeah. I framed it.
It looks good. Did you paint that with your vagina?
It's a classic dip and paint.
I'd buy that.
Dip and paint, and then smush your lips on it and draw a face around it.
Yep. Came out pretty good. If you think about the fact that I painted it with my vagina.
Can I say something, Michael? Mike, that would be a fucking great dude. If we did nut art, if we all did a fucking art, you like Gabby did vag art, me and you did ball art, and Mike could do a fucking the helmet and fucking belly button art.
Man, my nuts are fantastic artists.
Really?
We had a lady paint with her boobs in the studio. We had another girl draw with her asshole. She put in a Sharpie in her asshole for Van Halen tickets, and then she had to draw a picture with it.
What'd she draw?
I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was the first reunion of Van Halen and David Lee Roth, so people were willing to do a lot of shit for tickets. Yeah, it was fun.
It's fucking great. I want to do a painting. This is what we do. We get the canvas to Gabby. She does something with her vag, gets it to me. I do something with my nuts. Then we get it to Mush. He does something with his fucking wiener. And then we get it to you, and you do your balls and your wiener together. And we make a painting, and then we sell it and raise money for kids.
This is all on... Oh, my God. This is all on one canvas.
Yeah. We let you... Yeah.
Can I have the brush that Gabby used when she's done, just in case I need to touch anything up?
The brush is her vagina lips.
That's the brush.
Oh, you're actually...
Yeah, she's gonna mush half her vag in blue paint and half her vag in pink paint and smush it down on a canvas and see what happens.
Let's see if we can draw a monkey, and you could be the monkey's mouth.
I bet you could draw a bouquet of flowers, like paint a bouquet of flowers with it.
Like each kind of dip was the flower.
Dip, and then roll back, and your asshole line will be the stem.
What?
I know. I'll teach you. I'll help you. Anyways, we got a great show tonight. You know what, Dad? I'm smoking
You
a
look-
fucking Cuban.
You look like one of those white cops from Miami Vice that used to help Crockett and Tubbs. Switek and Zito.
I'll
Fish
take
ice
it.
cream.
I'll take it. Mush looks like every fucking average podcaster in Jersey.
We don't have
Yeah.
topics. Keep it fast and loose.
You look like the guy that was. Remember The Fugitive with Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
When he goes and gets that basement apartment.
Yeah.
And the kid gets arrested upstairs for selling drugs. That's what
Yeah.
Bush looks like.
Oh, he looks like he does. How do you pick up that reference? He looks like the kid who gets arrested when he
That's why I
thinks
had
the
to go
cops are
slow.
coming for him.
Mm.
Great. We got a great show today. Dennis DeYoung from Styx. I am a fan of Styx. I like Styx a lot. I'm a fan of all the songs, and you can't help but sing their songs. They come on, you're like, nah, I gotta let it ride. I gotta let it roll.
But my question is, he Styx. So
What is
when
it?
he leaves
Yeah.
Styx, how does Styx even try to go on without him as Styx?
Dude, they tried. They made up a lie about this guy.
Oh, I want to
This he basically got sick. He started the band and then let the other guys in. And then he basically, around the 90s got sick and couldn't go on tour. And they were like, fuck you. We want to go on tour. And they just went and they made up some shit about him. And then they trashed him on Behind the Music, his songs and shit. And it was fun. I mean, the backstory to this is crazy.
I don't know. He's an amazing singer. He is very, like, I would imagine that the latter half of his career would be just Broadway, or if he did like a Vegas residency, but he's still out making new music.
He's making new music, and he's not, he's actually, if you listen to him talk about this stuff, he's pretty on point. I mean, we can ask him, of course, but he was like, listen, I just want to go on tour with you guys one more time. I'd like to just go out and give the fans what they want. Who gives a shit? Let's go do one more fucking roll of this, and let's try to get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because they got gold album, platinum albums, #1 hits. They got so many fucking things. They should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're not.
Yeah.
They absolutely should be.
I'll give you that. And I often disagree with a lot of bands who are even nominated for it, because you get like one fucking song and they're like, oh, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's bullshit. And there's so many other bands that deserve to be in there before some of these people that even get nominated. But Styx, I think, is one of those bands. But one of the best Sunday Depression songs ever. Babe, I'm leaving.
Oh,
Must be on my
on
way.
my way.
Oh my God, I want to just slip my wrist.
Dude,
I'll open a
what the
fucking
fuck?
vein right there while I'm watching Little House on the Prairie.
Dude, we'll go through his hits, but it's fucking great. When is he sliding in here? Do you know?
I just checked in with him. He should be in any second.
What do you just know every rock star?
No, actually, his PR agent kind of reached out to us.
What?
Wall?
What? Don't act surprised.
I don't know him.
You don't?
Interesting.
I don't know him.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, Uncle Dennis. He's been
No.
singing songs for us at Christmas time for a long time.
Well, here's the thing too, Gabs. Your father should know him, because they both play the organ. They both play the synth. They both play the fucking the sliding fucking keyboards. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just make up
What
an
do you call
instrument.
sliding keyboard.
Sliding keyboards.
What
Kinda
is
hard to hit the
that?
right notes. They move around so much, but it works.
I didn't know my dad played the sliding keyboards.
They're both keyboard players.
Right. That's how you say it.
They should be friends. They should be. We can make a connection tonight that should have been made back in fucking
Generations
96.
ago.
I'm
Yes.
sure they've played together before.
Maybe. I don't know.
Your dad doesn't need any more friends. You get to a certain age where you're like, I don't need any more friends.
Oh, Kelton, I found that picture of you and my dad today, and I just started laughing at it.
I love it. And that's not my only one either. How do you like that?
Send me another one. It's so funny.
I have to find the other one because the other one was even before that one.
Gabby, what's going on?
Yep.
What?
Like, this is my dad and my future husband.
What
Oh,
AIDS
wow.
have you got? What AIDS have you gotten hanging out on the streets of Brooklyn?
You think I have
What's-
AIDS?
Well, something's wrong with you. What's up with you?
I have a sinus infection, but I don't have COVID. I got tested.
From what? What do you have a sinus infection for?
I don't know. I got it
From what?
from the world. How do you get sick? I got a sinus infection.
Weather. Usually weather.
Yeah.
Sinus infections are usually from swimming. They're from smoke. They're from crud in the air. They're you don't just get
Crud?
a sinus infection. Yeah. When I was in Iraq, they call it crud. And the people burn their trash and shit as sand goes up in the air and it mixes with all that shit and it goes up your nose and you get the crud. They call it the crud. And it's a really, I almost died in Iraq and I didn't even know it. I had the crud. I had a massive sinus infection. I wound up taking a pill that one of these secret agent fucking dudes with a beard and a fucking weird looking gun. And he was like,
What?
take this, but don't tell anybody I gave it to you. You'll be better tomorrow. And I took it and I was better the next day.
What was it? What was it?
Hydrochloroquine.
It was some, he goes, this is what we
Ketamine.
have. He goes, this is what we have on us because we're out in the thick of it a lot, away from everybody for a long period of time. And if anything happens, this is what we take. You got the crud, your infection. I blew my nose. I had a white towel, one of the mid-sized towels. I blew it. I turned it brown.
Oh.
Because when you're in Iraq in the desert, like you'll take a picture at night and it looks like all these little things. It's sand.
Sand.
There's
Yeah.
sand everywhere. And they burn their trash and they shit and they burn all that shit and it goes up in the air in the sand and goes up into your nose.
Oh, you know how many dead Iraqis and people shit is in your nose? That's what you're blowing out. You had dead Iraqi people shit.
Oh
I mean,
my
that's-
God.
Particles.
He's cauterizing it.
Am I right or
I
wrong?
mean, I
Did they
took-
not burn,
no.
did they not burn people?
No,
Yes, they did. They burned garbage and they burned Iraqis.
I was there. You've
You didn't. They
never
don't tell you
stepped foot
everything.
in country.
Bullshit, I have. I was over in Iraq.
You weren't in Iraq ever.
I was too. I did my show there
You
for
never-
2 weeks on the what do you call it? Radio.
Princess Mary? What,
No,
you take a cruise over there?
we did the yeah, it was Celtic Cruise 13 Desert Storm. No, we did Armed Forces Radio for a week.
Yeah, but you weren't there.
Yes, we went there live and did it live from
You did
Afghanistan.
You did not do a show from Afghanistan.
Okay, you want me to prove it to you?
No, I want you to fucking keep lying to me.
Oh, I'll prove it to you.
So I think I probably got it from swimming
Where were you swimming?
in Vermont and here in Brooklyn and in New Jersey.
Yeah, and what the hell is he doing?
This is me when I was in Afghanistan.
That doesn't mean. Well, first of all, if you look like a fat terrorist, I'm not, dude.
Give me
That's
all your
not-
cheesecake.
That's not an.
That was funny, Mush.
Whatever.
You weren't in Iraq. You've never left
was
the
not.
country.
Stolen valor. I was not. I've left the country plenty of times.
You're
I've
a
never gone to
liar.
that side.
You're a good liar.
You're saying
pretty
this
good liar,
now.
right?
Mike Calta, let me tell you something about Mike. He has a gift. He has a fucking superhero power, and it's lying. Mike will lie right to your face, and fucking you will believe every second. Not even will you question it. You'll be like, holy shit. And then you'll call him later. Dude, I'm so sorry about, did that really? No. What?
You should be an actress.
No.
I should.
People were mad at your brother on the Patreon.
My brother fucking ratted us out to my father. My father was supposed to come over today and he didn't. He canceled. And I haven't talked to him
What?
since. It's because you keep bringing shit up on the air.
Oh my God.
The hijinks that you create with your lies is fucking crazy.
Let me call Dennis.
Let me ask you a question, Gabby. Why
Oh.
did you assume that I was the one that left that rude comment on the Instagram?
On the
Was
Calton
it pi-
Kelly Instagram?
It was a picture of Gabby and two of her friends in a boat, and it said the SS unattractive underneath it. And she wrote, "Fuck you, Calta." And I don't know why you would think it would be me.
Who else would have been?
It's Calta and Kelly.
Might be me.
Was it you? No,
Yeah.
Bobby would have commented that from his account.
I was going to write the SSA cup. But then instead, I figured that was sexist.
So it was you.
No, it was Bobby. I don't know why.
Who
you
was
assumed it was Bobby. He just said it was him.
It was not me.
Oh,
It was not-
that now you're being a bad actress.
oh, me?
Yeah. Did you do it?
Abby, why would I not take credit for smashing you and your thin friends?
Because you like to dump things on me. You like to make me look like
I
the bad guy.
I almost took one of your pictures in your bikini and fucking zoomed in on your huge gap and posted that on Calvin and
Jesus.
Kelly.
A huge gap? What is a gap?
I don't know.
What is a
I don't know.
gap?
I don't want to have any
Answer
part
me
of it.
right now. What's a gap?
Between your legs.
Oh, my thigh gap? That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
That's a good thing if you date guys with big penises.
I do.
All right, there you go. Abby's back with her
No, I'm
boyfriend.
back- we're back together.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, Chris Collins from the Patreon just says, "Why don't you ask your dad if he knows him?"
Oh, I did, but I forget what he said, honestly.
Yeah, I can
Nice
tell
one,
you,
dude.
as a Bon Jovi fan, I know that Bon Jovi and Styx toured together, so they have to know each other.
Yeah, they probably
You
do.
do?
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course
know.
they did. Bon Jovi opened up for everybody when they
Call
first
your
came
dad
out.
right now. Can you please call your dad before we do this?
How great is this that Bon Jovi
Yeah,
like,
I
went
also
out
have to call
open?
Dennis to see where he is.
We're in no hurry. Dennis can go. How about Bon Jovi open up for Rat, and then halfway through they were like, "Now you open for us."
Hi, Dad. I'm live on the YKWD podcast.
Let's hear.
I
Put him
you
on speakerphone.
Tell him I said hi. Tell him I said hi.
Hello.
Yeah, speaker.
Hello.
Dad.
Hello.
Can
What's
you hear
up,
him?
buddy? Hang on one second,
How are
Daddy.
you?
Let's talk. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good.
Guess who has the antibodies?
You have them?
What's up, motherfucker? I'm part of the gang.
Nice. Same with me. I got the antibodies. Positive
So-
4 months now.
We're all coming over next weekend.
Mine is a party. The fake news says that it wears out, but it doesn't.
Oh, good.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you know Dennis DeYoung from Styx?
I don't personally know him, but I love Styx.
We got him on the show tonight. How do you not know him?
Hey, listen, he doesn't return my calls. I don't know.
They had a horrible
I mean-
breakup.
You guys are both sliding piano players. What the fuck?
Dad, do you know what a sliding keyboard is?
No.
There's no such thing.
Exactly.
I made that up, Gabby. Can you let it roll? You guys are
Not like
you guys are
it's like I'm the lead keyboard player, right?
you're the lead
Lead.
keyboard player. Yes. All right, so we're gonna make a connection tonight with you. He's coming over.
You don't give a fuck about Dennis DeYoung.
Yeah, you do.
No, he doesn't.
No, I love
He's-
that record. I got the record. Remember that Rockin' in Paradise? I love that.
Oh, it was a great record.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't need more rock star friends at this point in the fucking game. I got you, Dave. Don't worry about it.
Dave, I'll make it happen. Don't worry, I got you.
You got my back. I know it.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. We're all coming over in a week.
Okay, listen. Why you have the antibodies now?
Yeah.
We all do.
Everyone does, besides me.
Except for you.
Yeah.
I'll give him to her.
Yeah. Ugh.
How did you get the antibodies?
How'd I get them?
Yeah.
I got it back in the day. I have them. My wife doesn't because she doesn't touch my pecker in fucking 10 years. And I can't get Max tested because they won't test anybody under 8. But I'm
And I
pretty
tou-
sure he has them too.
I touched his pecker, so I have him too. We're all
Oh
good.
my God, Calta.
What,
Hey, man, I don't wanna be sick.
Talking about my son. What's wrong with
That's a
you?
whole different sick.
He said that's a whole different thing.
Calta's going overboard tonight. He's fucking tired.
You drink a
Talking about
Red Bull,
touching
you
sun
freak?
peckers. What's wrong with you? Have a fucking carb, you fucking asshole.
Are you still in Florida?
I am,
No,
yes.
Oh, sorry. Yes, he is.
Oh.
It's going good down there, I see.
I got antibodies. I'm fine now. Fuck everybody
You
else.
know, when you got them, though, I'll tell you what, you feel a little superhuman, right? And you're like, I can't get it.
I do. Like, I want to take my mask off and wear a shirt that says, don't worry about it. I got fucking antibodies.
I know. I could touch you. You could touch me. I can't give it to you. You can't give it to me.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, we can do a circle jerk by the jacuzzi this weekend. Yeah. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. I'll give you a buzz.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Oh my God. Once
Jesus
a fucking
Christ.
North Jersey piece of trash, always a North Jersey piece of trash.
How about Calta talk about touching my son's pecker?
And
I didn't
what's
say
wrong
your
with me?
son's. I didn't
your
say your
pecker.
son's pecker. I said your pecker.
That's not even that. Why is that better?
It's way better than a little kid's pecker. Let's not spread that rumor around.
You could if you were funny, you would have said it's the same size, but it's different.
Listen, you had me all flustered at fucking call me Cowhead Epstein over here.
Look at Gabby. Look at Gabby's awful sweatpants.
Gabby, it's
They're
better.
actually shorts.
Let's
It's
see
better
your
to
roll.
break it. Yeah.
What?
Let's see your roller skating sweat shorts.
Oh, man. Break into Electric Boogaloo.
I didn't, think they were going to be on camera.
Fucking Calta. He was in Iraq. What the fuck? What radio station was it?
Armed Forces Radio. We were there for 5 days. We went down as part of a promotion they did. They took 3 American radio stations on their morning shows, and they broadcast actually from Afghanistan, and the soldiers got to watch us do the broadcast, and we got to say hello to their families and give them shouts out back at home. I would do it again.
That's what the soldiers want to do. Sit outside and watch a radio show.
Well, the time difference, it was nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a fun thing.
This guy stole his iPad from Susan.
Hey guys, did I miss the whole shebang here?
No.
Hey.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going, when it's like, first of all, 3, you've got to cut me a bit some slack. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Thing right now? How you guys doing?
Hi.
Good, Aaron.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Are we on right now?
We're on right now.
Okay, sorry I was a little late. You can see I was I was outside with the grill and went, wait a minute. Aren't I supposed to talk to these important people today? Let me get someplace where you can see me because it's so dark.
You look like a retired Top Gun pilot.
I wagged my. I didn't even get all dressed up. I got my Navy hat up. Here's the thing. Let me see. I'll sit right here. I can go downstairs in the studio if you want.
Look, yeah, go in the studio so we could see
There
the
we
whole
go.
floor. You know, a guy
All right.
is. You know, he's rich when you can see all the arches in his house.
Oh, this isn't my house. My neighbor is in Wyoming. I just break in and stay here when. For my whole house. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
You've passed like 4 staircases. This house must be huge.
Yeah, it's big. You know why?
'Cause you're rich?
I wrote "Come Sail Away." Damn it.
Damn right you did.
God damn. What a song.
You know
What a
and people,
song.
so they still come up to me and they say, "You know something, Dennis? When you wrote that song, I swore you wrote it for me." You know what I tell them? I did, because after I write it, baby, it's yours. It's not mine anymore. And I let go all that stuff. All right, I'm down in the studio.
Unless you want to put it in a movie, then it becomes Dennis's again real quick.
Oh yeah, listen, get the checks. I'm sorry. The checks do not go there. Okay, hold on a second.
You're good. Get situated.
And I got this cool stand, and all I got to do is put the lights on down here, and you will see. Look, I got my. You want to put your clothes on, Dennis? Good thing you're lucky I have my pants on. You know, normally I do these interviews. I wear a cup because listen, you're talking to somebody. You never know when a ball is going to take a bad bounce. Hold on.
That's true. Jesus, look at that.
Well, we all need control.
Oh,
There's your Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right there.
yeah, look at that. Look at all those accomplishments.
Wait a minute. How about if I tilt this down so you can see something?
I have
Can
a
you see-
drawing of me and Louis C.K. behind me.
Holy shit, that looks great.
That's all I have. That's
Did
my-
he ask you? Did he ask you to watch anything to get that photo?
yeah, that's how I got on the show. I
gotta do what you gotta do.
You goddamn right. I'd do it again.
That's right. Wait a minute.
Did you?
Anyway.
Are you in Chicago? Are you a Chicago boy?
I am a Chicago boy. People think I sound like a gangster from Chicago, from the South Side. And although when I sang, I pretended to be from England with a kind of a phony baloney English accent I used to sing with. But no, I'm from the South Side. And I can put it on or take it off. So right now I won't do that South Side thing anymore. And I'll talk like a regular person. But when when I'm pressed, like when I get accosted in an alley, I go right back to it.
Does that happen often?
Is that a good picture? How's my Navy hat?
That looks great. You look fantastic.
Well, here's the thing. We were playing, me and my band were playing in Jacksonville a couple of years ago, and the naval captain from it's a ship of some nature. It's not a boat. They get angry if you say that. They gave us a beautiful tour of the whole thing, and they gave us hats. So if that's my wife, tell her I'm not here. So
this guy's great.
So I don't know. Hey, shut up, will you, for the Christ? Hold on a sec. Oh, somebody got it. Okay, honest to God. You know how many? I'm getting 6 calls a day now from people who identify themselves as Illinois call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want that. Anyway, I digress. So I'm wearing this hat on the road because I dig it. And people, they come up to me in the elevators. They go, "Are you a retired naval captain?" I started getting embarrassed. I says, "Because no. Oh, everyone thinks that I'm in the Navy, so I stopped wearing it. But I'm about to do an armed services, one of these things, these Zoomettes. That's for the girl." And so my son said, "Pull out that Navy hat and wear it because it's an armed forces thing, and it's for where are these guys stationed? I forget." Anyway, good to see you guys. I'm sorry. How late am I?
You're not that late. You're fine. You're perfect.
What do you got for kids? How old are your kids? Dennis, how old are you?
Yeah, my son, he's my LD, he's my lighting designer, staging for the last 17 years. He's just turned 40. And my wife. And my daughter is going to be 49 this coming month. And she looks like she's 30. She's just gorgeous and like her mom. And my wife's 71. I'm 73. And we've been married 50 years.
Holy shit, that's great. I was going to ask you about your son. Like when you're a rock star, when does your son realize you're cool and you're just not like the average dad?
Never.
That's
yeah. You know what it's like to be listen, my daughter was in the heyday of it. She was there, like she was on the bus when kids were going, "Come Taylor, wake up." You know how kids could be. So she was through the thick of it. She'd never tell anybody who I was. People say, "What does your dad do?" "He's a house painter." That's her deal.
I wouldn't if I knew my dad, I mean, if I knew any one of the 3 dads that I had, I would if my dad was in a band, I would tell everybody. I would be at every show. I'd have all the swag. I'd wear Styx hat. I'd have a satin Styx jacket when I went to school.
A shit ton of backstage passes to go meet the girls.
Oh, you know how many chicks I'd get?
Yeah, you would think so. But my son, he's like 8 years younger than my daughter. So he's born in 80. And then, of course, the band, Tommy Shaw quit in 83. So he was on the road with us as an infant. I have just priceless videos of him like at 3 playing his acoustic guitar and pretending I'd start playing the beginning of a song. He'd complete it. It's so wonderful. But
you have a great video of the good old days. The video is all and it really is a touching video because it's all your family and it's your house and it's you have like this regular life. You get like some up above ground pool and you're hanging with your friends on a boat and your little kids. And it was really touching to see that side of a rock star. You know what I mean?
Well, I love you already because you did homework. Sometimes I come on these shows. The last one I did, great guys. They went, "So this new album, this is a Styx album? I've been in Styx for 21 years." Anyway, so yeah, that was done because when I did the song to the good old days. It was a duet I wrote for me and Julian Lennon to sing together.
Yeah.
When we went to do the video, the COVID cooties, boom, they hit. He ends up in, I think he lives in Monaco, and I ended up in my aunt's attic. So we couldn't do it. So what kind of video can I make? I just went and got all old home movies, and those guys on the boat with me. You saw that? That's John and Chuck Panazzo. That's the Styx. So I had two families. I had the family with my wife Suzanne and my two kids, and I had the family with the band. Where the Panazzo brothers lived across the street from me. They were twins, fraternal.
Right.
And we formed the band in my basement, my parents' basement, in 1962.
Wow.
I was 14 and the boys were 12. And so this last album that just came out a few months ago, it's entitled 26 East, which was the address of my parents' home. But look, that video, I mean, I watch it, like once or twice a week, and I was the guy that put it all together. So I have seen it. But I just think to myself, yeah, that's me. I told everybody in 77 about the grand illusion and that we were creating an illusion for the audience. But don't believe it. Don't be fooled by the radio, the TV, and the magazines. They'll show you photographs of how your life should be. Those are just somebody else's fantasies. You and I, we're in the bullshit business.
Right.
We're in show business. And
That's why I got this shirt.
Yeah, it's nice. I love Hawaiian shirts. And so, no, I do. I had a house in Hawaii for like 6 years, so I love Hawaii. But anyway,
I got this in Walmart in Poughkeepsie. I got this in Walmart in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. So anyway, this is what that's me. That's the guy. Like you said, satin pants. That was the guy who was really behind the satin pants. And in those days, all the good stuff in the press goes to the people who are drugged out, alcoholed out, living a life that everybody in the audience and the press thinks they want to live until it ruins them, which is out in debauchery, you know what I mean? And sex, drugs, rock and roll, all that bullshit, which is not bullshit because it's true. But, I, on the other hand, am I talking too much? I better.
No, you're great. We love you listening.
Okay, so here's the deal. My parents wanted me to go to college. These are depression people. Nobody finished high school. You're going to college. My father was a printer. He had ink under his fingernails, stained permanently at all times. Couldn't get it off. He said, you see these hands? Don't end up like me. You go to college. Don't dig a ditch. This is all he ever said to me. So after I saw the Beatles in 64, I don't want to go to college. I want to be in the Beatles, for Christ's sake. McCartney never called me. But so I formed my own band. And then I got married, okay? Like 1 month after I graduated college, I was a school teacher. And I had a baby girl about a year later. And so when I got the record deal, I was already 25 years old. I had a kid and a wife. So that house you see in the beginning there where all that stuff, I was already that guy, teaching school. And then I got the rockstar gig, which is a good gig in case anybody asks you. If somebody says, want to be a rock star, I'd say, okay. So so there's the deal. And so I came from a different place. Nobody in the band had kids through our heyday, just me. So when you have a kid, I don't know if you've got kids or not, but if you do.
I do. We both do.
Well, then the minute you had a kid, you say, hey, Mr. Smart Pants. It's not all about you no more, right?
Yes.
So
it's the worst.
I wasn't a hero. I didn't do drugs and drink and all that stuff. So
it's so funny though, because you guys got together as a band, and you had a hit, and then the other two joined. Correct?
No.
Was it?
No, that was Billy Joe Dakota and the Rom Plumbers. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
What we did was the original five guys that came together in 1970. We recorded 5 albums, and then Lady was on the second album, and then it became a hit 2.5 years, almost 3 after it was released. It was we had a local record company there. It was the Wooden Nickel was the label. Do I have to say more than that?
Oh.
So anyway, so my point about me, and you saw the video, I'm glad you watched it. I love it. I don't care. You know, I never tried to hide that I was married.
Yeah.
I didn't because it was who I was. And, you know, on the other hand, I did wear those tight satin pants.
And the vests. Don't forget the vests.
I love vests. You want to know why? I'm telling you right now. This is why you called me. Not exactly formal. Not exactly casual. It it floats, right? And when you're on stage, you never have to suck your stomach in, because that son of a bitch, you can cinch it up. You know what I mean? Because when you're singing, you don't want to be holding your stomach in because it's bad for the diaphragm. But I love vests, and
I should get a vest when I'm on stage.
what do you got to lose?
About 50 pounds.
All right, relax with the 50 pounds.
I'm not saying this. Look. So anyway, I was different. I didn't. I'm not a goody two shoes. Don't get me wrong. You know, I can be a pain in the ass. It's just that I had I had kids, and I had to protect them. So I'm glad you saw the video. I want to say something about that pandemic, if I may. Can I?
I got a question. You all these years that you didn't do drugs and you were a rock star and you were able to stay married and have a good marriage, were all those girls throwing themselves trying to get inside the vest?
I married Joan of Arc. Okay, so she'll come down here. And anyways, speaking of my wife, we have been in the house since March. However, was that 5 months, 6 months? I don't even know anymore. I'm confused. And my wife, you know, she's 71. She's beautiful. She says to me, you got to stay 6 feet away from me, even in this house. And she said, even during sex. And she said, it's never been better.
Your other video that you did with the other song that you came out with, the with all due respect, you actually did that video yourself too, from quarantine. All the band members filmed themselves, and you had somebody put it together, which was pretty inventive too, to come up with a video in quarantine and have somebody put it together. It was great. I loved it.
The guy who put it, me and this guy Greg put it together here in Chicago. I did it. We edited it on Zoom. Swear to God, he had the studio, and I go, yeah. We came up together. And here, if there's anybody listening to this, the guy's name is Greg Bizzarro. That's his real name, Bizzarro. No, not made up. It's an Italian name. And I said, what was middle school like for you? So we did that video. I'm very happy with it. I sent my buddy Jim Peterick. You know this guy? He's in there. He's the guy playing the riff. He wrote the riff. I wrote the then I sang and did all the words. He was the guy
who didn't want you to sing the chorus. He didn't want you to swear.
Yeah, he thought it was not me. You know, it's not him either. He's the guy he wrote "Eye of the Tiger."
I gotta be honest. I was in the car
from Survivor.
Yeah, Jim Peterick. He wrote "Eye of the Tiger." You know the song "Vehicle" by Eyes of Mars.
Yeah.
I'm a friendly stranger in the black sedan. He lives 3 blocks from me.
I love that song.
Yeah, and that's why I live in a gated community.
Yeah, he's rich.
I need him coming in. So, the thing is, he was against that idea.
Well, my kid, I played in the car yesterday with my 7-year-old, and I didn't. I was come sail away, babe. I was thinking, a bunch of other things. I put that on. I'm like, no, it's gonna be great. And all of a sudden, it came on. I was like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
It's your 7-year-old's favorite song now. He doesn't care. 7-year-old. Look at this guy. Where'd he come from?
Hey, Mush. So who do you dislike? All not dislike, but I mean, are you all the talking head media guys, or is it just a Fox thing? Is it just a CNN thing? Like you lean either way, or you're like it's all bullshit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I look at it. I'll give you my spiel. The news business in the United States as a corporate entity, I don't care what side you're on or what channel you listen to or watch, and talk radio too. I mentioned them a little bit, but to me, this is essentially about punditry disguised as news. I support everyone's right because this is the idea of the country. The First Amendment. You have an opinion. I'm glad to listen to it. You know, I might want to hit you with a tire iron after it, but that's okay. But don't, this is what they've done. They've disguised the news, and it's really, they're arms of political parties. Now, that's going to destroy our country because what I believe has happened, and I think this really started way back during the Kennedy years. You guys probably weren't even alive, but when they put on Gore Vidal and the other guy, was it not William F. Buckley? And they let them go together. They started this thing to debate. And you got the polar extremes coming together because then it's theater. And they realized they put these things together. People tune in because what's going to happen is it's like the WWF. You know what I mean? It's like wrestling. And that's wrong for the fabric of our society. So what they do is, it's what we call the car wreck syndrome. People slow down. They love car wrecks. You can't stop human beings. Don't legislate against human nature. You'll lose. But the news business shouldn't do that because when they put these opposing views together all the time, what they do is they exacerbate the truth by making us appear to be more at odds with each other than we are. And the more you see it, don't tell me it doesn't start to affect people. I got to choose a side. I'm with these idiots. With these mooks over here, I don't know who I want to be. And so they're causing the polarization. Are they polarized? Well, sure, people are always a little different, but the constant barrage of this stuff nightly, disguised as news. Yeah. Okay. Supposedly without opinion, is going to destroy the United States of America. I just watched CNN today and Fox, they had on William Barr, right? And they're questioning him. I'm going, what happened to this country, for God's sakes? And it's the news business. So I was so pissed off for the last 10. I wrote a song 13 years ago that was called Turn Off CNN. And it wasn't about CNN. It was about how much news, how much information can we absorb from every Mameluke in the world. They got a problem, right? I think I have jock itch. We got to hear about it constantly. How does that figure in with our little reptilian brains, right? Where we're trying to figure out how to pay the rent. And what are the kids? What does my wife want? So it's too much. So I was saying turn off CNN, not because it's CNN, but cable, because we're receiving far too much information.
We used to have local news at 5 and 11. And it was the most boring fucking thing ever, but it was news. News should be boring. Local news, what's going on around you with a little world news, maybe a little country stuff, and that's it. Now it's a 24-hour cycle. It's about ratings. It's a regular network fucking propaganda, money-making horse shit. And you can't watch it because it really does. I flip-flop so much. If I watch CNN, I'm fucking mad at this. If I go over to Fox, I'm yelling about this, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. I care about my son, my wife, and my number one best friend, Mike Calta. That's it. That's it. And sometimes Gabby. Sometimes
you know how many people are like you in this country. I travel. I'm in cities for all the
travel.
Time. Yeah, I do 70 shows a year. Not right now.
I was joking.
I did my big travel today. You know what I did? I went next door and got groceries. That's my day. He did. Look at him with a mask and a hat and shoes. I just got my, my hazmat suit back from the cleaners. I go over and I buy groceries and then we eat them. No, not now, but people don't hate each other the way we're being portrayed on the TV. We have differences. Yes, but good grief, stop doing this to the fabric of our society. Can I get an amen?
Amen. Goddamn amen.
And I said in the video, you said, this just in, nobody knows nothing. That's what the news people should say. Nobody knows nothing. You know why? Let me tell you right now. You know what a Braciole is?
Yeah, I love Braciole.
Okay. Are you Italian?
Italian-Irish, yeah. And Mike's, I think, full Italian. His dad's in the mob. Go ahead.
What kind of Italian are you, Mike?
Sicilian.
You know how to make a Sicilian omelet?
No.
Steal the eggs. Anyway, so I'm half Italian as well. Unfortunately, it's my upper half. Anyway, so here's the thing. Well, I forget what I was talking about, but I did my jokes. I can go.
Braciole.
Braciole.
Yeah, you were talking about Braciole. Yeah.
Yeah, you're half Italian, so you love a good Braciole, but a flank steak, wrap it around. We're all Bracioles on this planet. Stop thinking we know something. Let's start there. Some humility, right? We don't know shit. Okay, so now we're all Bracioles. This meat wrapped around stuff or something held together by string. And now the COVID is sent to us. Oh, you people drive me crazy. You think you know something. You know nothing, right? They're saying right now, here's the thing about this whole controversy about masks. Let me say my piece. You know what I just found out?
What?
The COVID cootie has not had any, he's been so busy, he's had no time to read our Constitution, the Bill of Rights, or the Declaration of Independence. It doesn't even know about it. So how, if we're as a species, we figured out how now to politicize a possible life-saving device, I say we're screwed. COVID doesn't recognize your government, my government, your religion, I'm not responding to any of that. I'm just in here, I'm doing my thing. Right. So this is my point. And other than that, people have now clicked off all over the world on this podcast saying, this guy's an
No, not at all.
Can I tell you why? And I don't mean this in an insulting way at all. But you're 71 years old, you said? You're a guy who's lived the 73. You've lived a full lifetime, and you've been through some shit. So I think people that are in their 70s and older know what it's like to go through several life-changing events like this, and they also know what it's like to be bullshitted.
Yes, and you know what's going on right now with people protesting. Let me just say this to you. The pandemic, 73 years, never saw anything like it. Nobody has, unless you were alive in 1918. Nobody knows what this is all about. This is, when they say, oh, this is the talking point for the Republicans and the Democrats in the fall. There's only one talking point. It's COVID. They keep everything else and stick it up your ass. Because if you don't fix that, you can't have anything. That's all there is to it. So stop pretending and stop pretending like you know something. And so every guy that comes on the TV, and now when you're cramming in 24/7 news cycles, the so-called expert, you know what happened to the experts? You got to go way down the list. So you got this meatball, right? You got that Barbie doll. They're coming over here and saying things like they know something. They don't know shit. They don't. The smartest guys on the planet right now don't know what to do with this COVID. So you and I, we know we're Bracioles. Are we? Boom! There they go through the universe, and we're going to say, oh, well, here's what we'll do. Here's another thing. You got me on a rant now. My buddy Dennis Miller. Forget about it. I'm a huge baseball fan. I watched the Cubs and the White Sox. They played, and then now they played, and I'm looking at it. I'm thinking to myself, well, these guys, they're not wearing masks. They're not distancing. They're in the dugout hugging. They're acting like nothing happened. What happened to the Marlins?
Yeah.
Gee, how stupid are people? You know what's wrong with people? They're Bracioles.
Yeah.
They're Bracioles. We're all fucking Bracioles.
Fucking Bracioles.
We're all Bracioles.
Now I'm starving.
I'm hungry. I'm damn hungry. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my Uncle Joe Stangone.
Oh,
he
so
was
good.
the best cook. He was the best cook in the family. His Braciole, oh my God.
Every Italian's Uncle Joe was the best cook.
Salivating right here. But you know, my aunt, his wife, my mom, everyone would stand around him and watch him make the sauce.
Oh.
And then they would come in, and it never tasted as good. And when he said his secret was dirty fingernails. What a character.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, buddy. I'm sorry, Mike. You're absolutely right. What you're saying, when I heard the song, and I'm saying, like, I didn't expect it to be political. I didn't expect it to say something like that. And then I was like, this song makes sense. It's actually, I feel like it's what everybody is thinking, or at least in my age. If you have a brain, you can see through the bullshit. If you have common sense and civility and you know how to treat people right, you know right from wrong, you can listen to this bullshit and go, you know what? I'm fucking done. I'm not watching it. It's horse shit. They're trying to get me to hate. They're trying to get me mad. They're trying to get me to fucking say something or do something I probably don't want to do. If I don't put this up on my Instagram, I'm a racist. If I don't put this up, I'm an asshole. I'm this, I'm that. And it's like, what the fuck? I know who I am. I know what I am inside. I have the people around me who are my friends. Why do I need to see this shit? So the song, actually, I fucking loved it. I really loved it. And I loved what it was saying, you know?
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. You know what we want to do? Listen, are you with me on this? Raise your hand. You're with me. I think we have to form a party, find Dorsey and piss in his cornflakes. You think, what good is Twitter?
It's the worst. I say this every night. I say it every night. I keep looking at Suzanne's iPad. But listen, I say this every night. I say this every night. Twitter fucking sucks. But for some reason, because you're in the entertainment business and you have all these people that follow you, you can't let it go. I don't know why. It does nothing for me. I very rarely tweet anymore. The only time I tweet something negative, if I tweet something negative, I've done this as a test. I've said, I did one tweet a couple weeks ago, fuck Twitter. It got the most likes out of any tweet I've ever posted. Even when my son was born, it got more likes. Fuck Twitter did. So it's like we all feel this way, but we won't. We have to. It's like a fucking addiction. It's like heroin, you know?
No one in the history of mankind has been able to invent anything that gets you to make a fool of yourself faster.
Yes.
Than Twitter. You know, every thought does not need to be expressed.
Yes.
And the thing is, it used to be in the old days. You know, when I look at a lot of social media, I think, well, you know what? I grew up in the area where I lived in Chicago. There were taverns on street corners, baby. That was it. And my grandpa lived downstairs. He's in the tavern. Where's Charlie? He's in the tavern. And so I've been in, I delivered newspapers to one of the taverns. But my dad always said, you know, he'd been in a tavern a number of times and he never heard anything worth listening to. And the fact of the matter is, social media is now a worldwide tavern. And it's worse than that because you want to fix the social media problem with me? Here's how we'll do it. Okay, say anything you want. Put your name and your address and a picture of yourself right next to it. You'll get civility. You'll get some crazy people that don't care. But all the people who hide behind the anonymity, look at, when you were a kid, did you ever have bad thoughts about your parents?
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
You think, I'm going to kill that son of a bitch because he won't let me. You know, everyone has crazy thoughts. You didn't say it. You didn't say it to your father because there are consequences. If you don't have a consequence.
I was in juvie hall at 13, so I kind of did. But listen. So
look at this guy. What a life he's had. Were you an orphan?
No. I had a big Irish family. I was a fucking punk alcoholic piece of shit. But it was a joke that went too far. I'm sorry. Nobody saved me.
Agreed.
they just nodded their heads and agreed. Son of a bitches.
There's too many kids in the family. Can't keep track of all of them.
So it's not necessarily the Twitter you hate. It's the anonymity of the cowards. There should be a vessel to have an opportunity to speak to a mass amount of people if you can control yourself. And the cowards that don't want to put their name behind it shouldn't have that option.
Amen, Mike.
That's it. You can't just walk into any room and start saying things about people because you get your ass kicked.
Right.
But if you can do it behind the veil of you'll never be discovered, you're bound to say things that you would never say. And you know what? This is what keeps human beings from not being completely crazy because they know there's consequences to their actions.
Yeah,
And that's it. And like I said, Dorsey, I don't care. Let your beard get any longer. I don't give a shit. I'm going to piss in your cornflakes because nobody needs you. I'm sorry. You're in show business. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. Call me the next time Twitter sends you a goddamn residual.
You're right. We made Twitter fucking popular. We're the ones, people in the industry, in the entertainment industry or whatever, we're the ones who got on there and fucking started. We made it a fucking platform where you could go and hear the people you love talk to you, kind of almost to you. It's fucking. I think everybody should be verified. I think if you want to be on a platform, you should be verified. We should know. You want you get a little check mark next to your name once we know your license, where you live, how old you are, and now go fucking say whatever you want, Gary Sullivan from fucking Somerville, Massachusetts, because I know where you live, you cocksucker, and I'll come to your house. You fucking Braciole.
Classic Gary.
Gary.
That's it. What? We're just looking for. You know what I'm looking for? I don't want no trouble. Neither do you. I want a little civility. I want to say, okay, let's give that guy or that girl a break here and there until they earn the right to be punched in the face. That's all.
Right.
Because go easy. All of us are in the same boat, which is this. Nobody knows nothing. We're making everything up as we go along. And here's the problem with human beings. They know they're finite. You think dogs would be as happy if they knew they were going to die? No, they'd be biting their master's asses at every chance they get. No, I'm going to die. Whose idea was that? So you know what you do? You make people laugh, right?
Right.
I write songs and make people think and sing and hum along. But all of us, what we really are, we're the people that are the chief distractors in charge of keeping people from thinking about dying.
That's the truth.
This is all we're doing. We're saying, don't think about that. Look at we have a nice Braciole here, and a guy's going to sing a song, play the accordion. I'm originally an accordion player. That's how Italian.
So was I.
Were you really?
A little papa. Yes, I was.
Whoa.
Well, your mother was Italian. It was the law.
Whole family was Italian. Yeah. And also my mother was single at the time, and I wanted to play guitar, but she ended up dating the accordion guy, so I had to play the fucking accordion. I could have been in your band at this point, and then whatever.
It's a tough instrument, and of course it was it went like a dinosaur. I studied it for 8 years. I was very good. I'm a lousy piano player. I'm not a piano player at all. I'm a fake piano player. I'm an accordion player who had to transition, and after the show, let's get together and do a bellow shake. Something Dolly Parton never did.
Is there a better feeling in the world than standing on a stage and watching people sing a song that you wrote?
I like orgasms.
Let me just tell you why. I'm 48 years old, and I'm pretty sure I've done almost everything that I wanted to do in life. There's two things that I know that no matter how hard I work on, it'll never happen. I'll never have that feeling. I'll never have 100,000 people sing a song back to me, and I'll never take a curtain call at Yankee Stadium. Those are two things that are beyond my grasp, I think.
Well, don't forget about tying your shoes without holding your breath.
But that must be a song that you wrote in your room that you were like, babe, I'm leaving. You're like, I wonder if this is good. And then all of a sudden, years later, hundreds of thousands of people in a country you've never been to know the words to it. That's got to be great.
Well, here, I'll tell you something. Here's a quick story about Babe. It was never supposed to be for Styx. It wasn't even for anybody. It was my wife's birthday. And I decided she supported me my whole life. I'll write her a song about having to distance ourselves from times, not like this one, but you got to go away, you got to come back. It's hard on people, very hard. And I'd write her this song. I sat down, I wrote that thing, ran into the studio with John and Chuck, the three originals, and we did a demo. I gave it to her. It was just for her, only for her birthday party. And everyone at the party thought, hey, that doesn't suck. So I thought, what? So I started listening to it, and And the guys played for the guys. Say that's a good song. And so Tommy Shaw came in and played a guitar solo on it. But the song that you heard on the radio is the demo that we did.
Shit.
And I sang all the harmony parts because I was the only guy that could sing the day that we did the demo. And so it was never intended to be a Styx song, which is why there weren't any big guitars on it. Because I was by myself.
Yeah.
With a keyboard, bass player and a drummer. And so that's how that became a hit. It was never even supposed to be a Styx song.
We're lucky there's no fucking accordion on that song.
Or sliding keyboard.
Here's another little bit. I walk in the studio. The grand piano was out of tune. It's a true story. And I said, tell me, you stupid. It's out of tune. What am I doing here? And he said, well, how about this? In the corner, there's a Fender Rhodes, which is the thing on the album. I'd never played a Fender Rhodes in my life. It was a guy named Bobby Whiteside. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. So he left it there, rolled it in, opened it up. You know that stuff in the beginning? All that diddling around. They were just rolling tape because it didn't matter. And so I played it on the Fender Rhodes because the grand piano was out of tune.
Wow. See, that's a great story, man.
I mean, this is the way, sometimes I wrote a song called Nothing Ever Goes as Planned, which is the way I've lived my life. Make all the you want, you bracioles. The universe have its say. Because if I'd have sat down to write Babe, it would have probably been awful. But I thought, just for her and me, boom, all done.
It's kind of like your YouTube page. You sang the one song. You sang Best of Times, just as I'm just going to sing this for you guys. Here you go. And it blew up.
I trended. Last time I trended was 81. I had a mustache. I didn't even invent that.
I missed the mustache, by the way. I'm just FYI. I love the mustache.
That was my high school graduation song.
Yeah. Long hair down to here.
Best of Times. Best of Times was 1989.
I had people call on my Facebook say, Dennis, this is right in the teeth of the pandemic, right? It hit, right? Everyone had to go inside their house. And they said, please, we need your music now more than ever. And I thought, I'll take a vaccine. But they really heartfelt stuff. I said, okay. And then somebody said, do you realize when people lock their doors and hide inside, and rumor has it? And I went, oh, yeah. Huh. So I sat down, put the iPad up on my piano. Piano's out of tune. I said, who cares? I played it. I did it. I sent it to my manager. I said, what do you think? Do you think I should? He said, I don't see the need. So I played it for my kids because they hate everything I do. And they said, we should put that up. So here's the best. Now, wait a second. I'm going to show you Nothing Ever Goes as Planned. You see what we're doing here?
Yeah.
We're connecting the dots. I called this guy he did the With All Due Respect video with me, my buddy Bizarro. I said, I want to post this video. How do you do that on YouTube? And he says, okay. I'll post it for you. He said, but you should really, let me give you your own YouTube channel. Well, I'll make a thing for you. And I said, well, tell you what, don't be ridiculous. Nobody's going to pay attention to this. So he said, are you sure? I said, yeah. So now his YouTube channel has 1,140,000 hits, not mine. So that's it. I don't know. I'm King Braciole. I got no clue.
You need grandkids. You have grandkids?
I don't have any. My son couldn't have them, and my daughter, she just didn't want them. And
you need to go find some 20-year-old in your neighborhood and let him do shit for you. That's what needs. You and the old kids are missing out.
I know. My daughter's she's down in Florida, and my son lives 25 minutes from him. I've only seen him 4 times in the last 6 months. He comes by. We put the baby up to the window. He waves at the baby, and off he goes. Sometimes he comes over. He says, Dad, can I come over? I said, you want to be responsible for killing your mother? I don't think you want that.
Jesus, you are Italian.
He said, how am I doing in the will? I said, wrong.
Yeah. Where's your daughter in Florida? What part?
she's in the without pinpointing it.
Yeah.
She's on the southeast side where all you New Yorkers are.
I'm in Tampa, so
Are you?
and I do.
That's okay.
I just want to make sure I
The
don't.
west side, the east side is nuts. You know that.
Mike is the number one morning radio guy in Tampa. He is the guy.
Mike.
Tampa. And I noticed all your video has a bunch of radio guys in it.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
these people, I just call, look at, I had so many friends that wanted to be famous friends that wanted to be in it, but they were afraid that they would, either they have a right to be afraid because if you're saying bad things about people on TV, they might have a long memory.
No.
So they opted out. But the ones that are on there are brave son of a bitch. You got Scott Shannon, Scott. And friends of mine from Chicago, Ro Khan, Steve Cochran, who was in there? Everybody. People from Canada. People that I really like.
The guy, what's his name from Philly?
Yeah, Geppetto.
John
DeBella.
Yeah.
DeBella, yes. He's my favorite. I love that guy. He's a great guy.
I've known him for years. I call him Geppetto.
He looks angry. I love it.
That's Tony La Russa there, with the shades at the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he and I are like, we're best buddies. We're real.
He's a Tampa guy.
Not show business. There's Chris Taylor, we're over on the left. He's a program director I've known for years. And, Jeff Lynn. A lot of people in radio. And my daughter's the one up in the right-hand corner with You Make Me Sick.
Next video,
cool.
you got to have Mike. Mike Calta, right here. Mike Calta. He's like the biggest radio guy in Florida.
Oh.
Mike, I didn't know that. Otherwise, I'd have been I'd have kissed your ass a little more.
I know. I would have taken it. You know why radio guys like you? You know why? Because you are good radio. I've had you on my radio show before. Most radio people that you talk to don't give a shit about anything but plugging their album. But you brought the keyboard. You would play and sing songs. You're a good radio guest.
What station are you?
So I'm a talk radio station now, but I was back in the day. I was on a country station that played Southern rock music, and it was a bullshit station. But I was just a morning show. I only played like 2 songs an hour. But we were leaving on our very first show cruise the morning that we had you on, and you sang "Come Sail Away" with the entire group that was going on the cruise. That was a good time. That had to be 2004.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. This is show business. This whole posing, voguing, rock star. When people are cool,
yeah, it's
fake. The only people that are really cool that I knew in high school are now dead or in jail. The rest of them are pretending.
I got another fun fact for you, Dennis. You see that beautiful girl there, right there, Gabby?
Hi.
Her father is the keyboard player of Bon Jovi.
Oh, David, right?
And I can't believe you guys don't know each other. You guys are keyboard rock stars. How many of you are there in the business that are fucking iconic, like you two, right? And you don't know each other.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He wrote a Broadway score for. Want to hear better? You don't know this story. Okay, listen to this.
New
He
material.
He wrote the score for Memphis.
Yeah, he wrote Memphis.
Okay, I want to look at you. I'll tell you what I'm saying. Years earlier, because I'm in Broadway. I've written 2 scores for musicals, and Joe DiPietro. He sent me through my buddy the original story from Memphis and wanted me to do the music years ago, way before your dad.
Thank God you didn't do it.
Your father was second choice.
No, I wasn't saying it for that reason. It's just that I read the story and I thought, and your dad's a keyboard player. I thought you really should have a guitar player, write this music, because keyboard players generally, they play keyboards and they're melody driven. And although Broadway is melon, I thought when I read the book, I thought, well, this is like, Memphis, right? 1955. And I didn't think I was qualified I didn't think I could do a great job, but your dad did a great job. So good for him. So we got that in common. And I think,
So funny.
yeah, one time we both held hands with Richie Sambora, but that's another story.
Sure.
My dream.
I met Richie. I had a cameo in a movie called The Perfect Man. Hillary Duff was her movie, and oh my God, shoot me. What you call Richie's wife?
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear. So I'm in that movie with him, and we hung out a whole day there on the set with Richie. A lovely guy.
Oh, he's incredible. He's the sweetest.
In fact, I know the guy who signed him. There was that record deal, Joe Thomas. He signed your dad to a record deal about 10 years ago.
No way. My dad also plays accordion.
See?
All the cool kids do.
What the fuck?
We have all these vintage accordions in our basement.
Why? What is this
Right.
I don't
accordion
know.
thing?
It was a thing.
It's a Northeast thing, man.
Yeah. And we're
Playing
not
the
Italian, we're
accordion?
Jews.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
but Jews at the time.
like they're like accordions. Klezmer bands have accordions.
Jews and
So-
Italians are the same thing.
Yeah, and especially from that area.
You just
Sure.
have better food.
Oh, do we ever? The Italians, not the Jews. What? Come on.
No.
What is that? Black? What happened to it? No. My son loves matzo ball. That looks like a mistake. Anyway, go ahead.
One of the fans wants to know, how do you feel about Cartman from South Park singing "Come Sail Away"?
I got stories,
CJ.
guy. You called the right guy if you want stories. I'm not going to let you down.
All right, let's go. Let's hear it.
I get a call from the end of Styx when the winter separates in '84 until 1995, I think it was. I never got one call from anybody to use any of my songs in any way, shape, or form in a commercial, TV, film, nothing. Nobody said nothing.
No
Nothing.
cruise line ever asked for "Come Sail Away"?
What's wrong with these people? No wonder they get salmonella and coronaviruses on boats. You stupid asses. Anyway,
Jules.
Braciole.
Anyway, so I get a call and the guy goes, these guys want to use "Come Sail Away" on a show they have called South Park. I went, what's that? What's South Park? And he said, well, it's like the hippest, show. And so it's on a comedy channel. I said, that's a channel? No, I knew. So I looked and I looked at it.
Not anymore.
Mhm.
It isn't?
It's gone.
No. So anyway, I said, well, and then I saw the Barbra Streisand thing. Where they did. So I said, I got to talk to him. And so, believe it or not, Stone,
Matt.
and Matt Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Matt calls me up. And I said, hey, man, I think you guys are really, you're really smart cats. It's wicked good, this humor of yours. I said, but, I don't want to be made fun of. He said, oh, no. He said, when I was in 8th grade, junior high, or freshman, he had a radio show called the Paradise Theater. He's a fan. And he says, no, we're not doing that. And I said, okay, have fun. That's it. I don't think nothing of it. Okay. That one thing I did, guys and gals, opened the floodgates. I have not stopped getting requests for songs I've written since that day. It is my kids' trust fund. My music has been in over 30 movies, countless TV shows, because I went and said yes to Cartman. You guys! And because of that, remember now, they were the hippest of the hip.
Right.
And everybody tuned in to see that episode because Cartman's father was going to be revealed. It was huge, a huge show. I mean, everyone was there. suddenly all the smarty pants. See, it gave permission
Right.
to all the hipsters to say, well, maybe Styx is hip. And then boom, smartest thing I ever did. I loved that big boned kid. Listen, it was great. And because of that, Adam Sandler came on board and, everybody just jumped in.
Crumbum wants to know, how did you come up with the name Styx?
Ooh, can I tell you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
As I was raised a Catholic kid, I went to Catholic school. And at one point, they brought us into the church because they had a speaker coming. And the speaker had to tell me why I had to throw away all my albums and all my CDs because the Beatles did backward masking because they were talking to the devil. And all the other bands I love were all devil worshippers, including the band Styx, that named their song after the river that takes you to hell. That's what they told us when we were like in 4th grade. They told us Styx worship the devil, and they named their song after the river, and that if we listened to it, we were going to be on that river to hell. Now, I don't know what the real story is, but that's what they told us since I was 10 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
It's all true. It's all true.
It's all true.
We were devil. Right. Can you see?
Yeah. Hell. Looks like hell to me.
There's here. This is my wife. Wait a minute.
Mike.
Just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Defend. The defender.
Child with a rosary. Here's the thing. Backward masking, right? We work so hard to get the things to sound right going forward. We had no time for that.
Right.
But no, Styx was the name nobody hated. At 5, we had the name of the band was TW4 when we got signed, and we had to change our name because it was originally called TW4. We got a 5th member, but we had all these business cards. We didn't want to reprint them, so we kept them. So Styx was the name nobody hated. And remember now, it's not just the river. It is the river that connects.
Okay.
To Elysian fields. You go down these circles of hell, and then when you're done, you come out. It's like it's the river that connects heaven and hell in Greek mythology. It's not just hell. And so I think what they say, a rose by any other name still smells like a funeral.
What's your who's your favorite comedian?
Jerry Lewis. I wanted to be Jerry Lewis.
Really?
Before I wanted to be a musician, I wanted to be Jerry. Yeah. What do you think I wrote the song? Lady, pretty lady.
You know what's so funny? And Gabby's dad is the same way, which I don't really meet rock stars. Like Mike meets rock stars all the time for his whole career. That's his job. He has rock stars on. I'm a comic. We kind of self-contained in our own little world. So when I met like Gabby's dad and you, rock stars tend to have comic timing. Like some of them are funny. Like I would see Gabby's dad in interviews and be like, that guy's funny. Because he, John would be flicking his hair and fucking being cool. And this, Richie would be having it. And her, David would always be fucking cracking jokes, trying to get something going. And then when I met him, he was fucking hilarious. And you have the same thing. You have the same fucking always busting balls, fucking around. You'll get serious, and right at the end, you'll throw a zing in to lighten things up. I find that interesting. That musicians,
I think, here's the thing. Especially when, Bon Jovi, they're more 80s. And in the 70s, like I said, it was an illusion. You had to be cool. You can't be funny. To this day, there were people who were Styx fans. They're not crazy about me being funny. Most of my fans get it. They're in on the joke because they're adults now. But you can't be cool. Is not nobody that's funny is cool. They're funny. It's different. You know that.
Yeah, you know that.
He knows that.
Fuck both of you. Colin Quinn said, "Cool is the enemy of funny."
Yeah, of course it is. It's so pretentious.
Yes.
It is.
I did.
So I wanted to be Jerry Lewis. I'm not kidding you. I idolized him, and at about the same time it was Curly,
Right.
from Three Stooges, and so I always had that in me, but you suppress it. But in the last 21 years, I'm not in Styx. I can be myself. If I want to be funny, I will. I can be serious. You've heard me, but
Yes.
but the funny stuff, I really think it's just simply, and your dad will tell you this. It's just a desperate need for attention.
Yeah, I can tell you that.
How old are you,
So-
Bill? How old are you?
I'm 26,
Oh, God bless. How old's your dad?
58.
Okay. Well, tell him I
Kid.
said, and this is good. I'm glad he did the Memphis thing. It worked out nice for him, didn't it? Did he get a Tony for that?
Yeah, they won Best Musical for that.
Up.
The
See,
hell?
you got it.
Look at it now. Tell John to take a hike.
Hey, Dennis. Before,
I don't need you. I know Harvey Firestein.
Dennis, before you go, we have a question we want to ask you. We ask every guest, no matter.
Well, can I ask him a serious question first?
Sure, go ahead.
Because we've been on the phone for about an hour, and you seem entertaining, lovable, super talented.
Thank you.
Who's the asshole that won't do a Styx tour that's holding that up? Like, when you talk to somebody and you realize after a couple of minutes, you're like, well, this guy's a dick. No wonder I don't want to be around him. Clearly, that's not you. So who's the one holding that up?
Honey, will you call my lawyers?
I mean, the money, there's got to be mountains of money there.
Oh, dear God. Who doesn't know? Every two guys, Tommy Shaw, James Young.
Right, but I mean, like, what is it that look, every band has said, hey, we'd fucking rather, we hate this guy. Van Halen did it. Van Halen still hates David Lee Roth, and they were like, fuck it, let's just do it. How deep can that run?
They don't hate me. They don't hate.
Yeah.
And back in when I got very sick in 1998, very sick. Here's perfect. I got a flu virus when I went to my sister-in-law's funeral in California. My wife, both of us, got very sick. And I had really worked myself to the bone in 1997. I just did too much. And I got so sick, I couldn't get better. I never had anything like it in my life. The upshot is I got a very serious virus. And I got what they call now, what you see with the COVID, it's called post-viral symptoms, which means when it goes away, something stays.
Yeah.
For me, light sensitivity. I had the fever was so high that my eyes were permanently affected, but I didn't know what it was for almost a year and a half. I just couldn't get out of bed. I thought I had, the classic, what do they call that thing where you can't, chronic fatigue. I didn't have it. That's why I have sunglasses on constantly now. But Tommy and JY, there's three of us left in 1999. We're making an album together. They know I'm sick. I'm trying to get better. And they came to me and said, we want to book a tour. And I said, give me 6 more months. I just figured out in the last month that it's light. I'll get my strength back. And I think they really believed, the two of them, I was never going to be able to go on the road anymore. And I think I lost my usefulness to them in their own minds. And it was an opportunity to take control of the band and do whatever they wanted with it, whenever they wanted to do it. They didn't have to ever ask my permission on anything. And that's what happened. And then they replaced me. And they took the name and they just ran off for a year and a half and used it. Never paid me a dime. And then they did it behind the music. I got a call 2 weeks before they're going to do the behind the music. And the guy says, do you want to be involved in it? The guy that was doing it, the director. I said, why are we doing one now? We're like, we're not liking each other. He says, no, you want to? So they interviewed me. And so I watched it. I'll never forget. I'm watching it. What was on with my wife. I cried my eyes out because it wasn't enough that they just wanted to take the name. They started a campaign to discredit me as a human being and as a creative person in the band, because they knew the Styx base, the fan base, would need a good explanation as to why I'm no longer there. And so they made the decision to say, we had to get rid of him. He's a poo-poo face. And then they went back and relitigated an album from 1983. Kilroy was here, and the song Mr. Roboto was, see, we never wanted to do that kind of music, and that's why we can't have him in the band now. Even though in 96 and 97 we had these huge comeback tours.
Right.
But they sold that bill of goods now for 20-odd years, and they sold it at the top of their lungs, and they split our fan base really badly, and people yell at it's like the Republicans and the Democrats. They scream at each other right past each other. And it's the saddest thing that ever happened to me, because that was the most sacred thing, was that fan base that loved the band, gave us guys 4 triple platinum albums consecutively.
Wow.
Before that, we had a double platinum, a platinum, and then we had a double platinum at the end of that run. That's a fan base. And it's been splintered. But now, for 20 years, they said Roboto was the devil. And the last 3 years, they've been playing it live as the first encore. And it's foolishness, because you guys, you're not going, ooh, I wonder who wrote that lyric. I wonder who played that part. You like the band. The music hits you. You liked it or you didn't. That's all people need to know. They don't have to watch the sausage be made. And the sausage story that they have told about me, as you know, you haven't spent a lot of time with me. But could I possibly? I was never that guy. I was the leader. Okay. And I'm not ashamed to say it, but none of that music could ever have been made without the talents of all of us in the same room together. We created something, and it's my humble opinion, very special for millions of people. And it's a shame that we can't do one more tour. I said that, I've been saying it publicly. I don't want to be back in the band. It's yours, baby. Let's do one more for the fans. They can all get together one last time, have a pizza and sing Kumbaya, because that work comes their way. And they've been just opposed. Maybe they'll change their minds. I pray that they'll do that.
I can't wait till I can get one of them and ask them serious, because that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, how many bands are like, well, we fucking hate this guy or he hates us. He talked shit about us 20 years, but we're sitting on a pile of money and we've had 3 triple platinum albums. There's, a billion fans out there that would love to fucking see that. Like, we owe it to the fans. Like, I always think Gene Simmons is a dick because he wouldn't allow the original Kiss to play at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Everything in Kiss, my Kiss Army, Kiss this, Kiss that. Kiss has raped their army for years by putting their names and logos on every piece of shit thing and selling it to their own fans. And the one thing they could have gave him back on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night was the original Kiss lineup to do one song. But Gene Simmons is such an asshole that he wouldn't let that happen. Like, it's not about the fans. It's about asshole rock stars.
Yeah. Well, I have to be careful here because I'm wearing a Kiss thong.
That Gene probably made you pay for.
No, he got that stuff for free.
Yeah.
What a fucking line. What a fucking line. You had me, Mike. That speech was good, God damn it. I was right in. And Dennis slipped a nice zinger right at the end.
Look, here's the thing. You guys, you have a team here. You don't agree on everything. You never will. All boats rise with the tide, and always keep your eye on the greater good.
Yeah. Because
what people liked about the band wasn't me or Tommy or JY or John and Chuck. It was the band. It was the band. Sure. And you can never lose sight of that. Never.
That's the thing. You know that, and that's the key, is knowing it. By the way, nobody told JY that those are just 2 fucking letters that don't go together. JC, JT, JY. It's so difficult to say.
Yeah. All the people in his family went by initials.
Yeah.
It's RY, his brother, all of them. His sisters, they all went by, I don't know why. His middle name is Vincent.
JV would have been way better.
JV's awesome. I love JV.
Yeah.
So now when people want to hear the new song and want to see you, they can't go to your YouTube channel. They got to go to Bizarro's YouTube channel.
No.
He has his own YouTube channel. That is, but he does have that one song, Best of Times, which is so relevant right now. I mean, the words, if you listen to the words, you're like, oh my God, he wrote this last week. Okay. For what's going on now. He walks up to his piano, in the camera. He just sits down and he fucking wails out this song, and it's perfect. And the lyrics are amazing, but it's not on his. But all his other songs are on his own YouTube page. Mike, you got his YouTube page? Can you bring that up?
Yeah, he brought it up.
It doesn't matter because you just go to YouTube and you can look. It's all sitting there. My album's on Frontiers Records. It's a pretty good record, if I say so myself. And it's called 26 East. And all this stuff is sitting there for free on YouTube. You could just put my name in there, and you can listen for free because apparently music should be free.
How does it come about that you and Julian Lennon become partners?
Okay, so this is my last album, and the title is Where It All Began, 26th East, the house. It's full circle. I'm not going to make any more. I have a volume 2. That's another story. But I'll tell it to you in a second. I'm going to do a Beatles song. If I don't see Jules's dad's band in 1964 on February 9th, I don't know what I would have done. Changed my life like so many. It's like countless musicians that witnessed that, and that's when we started playing rock and roll. Because after the prior 2 years we were playing, I played accordion. It was a wedding band. We played weddings. We had to make our parents happy because, that's why you and I are in show business. We're just trying to make our parents happy, for Christ's sake. We're still trying to get their love. What's wrong with those parents? Those sons of bitches? So anyway, I saw the Beatles. I said, I'm going to do a tribute to the Beatles on this last record. And I wrote a song, and I thought, I wonder if Julian Lennon would sing this with me. Getting ready, I wrote out this email, getting ready to press, and then I listened to the song. I said, no, it's a pure Beatle ripoff. It's my story. I don't think it's good for him. So I went to the piano. I wrote To the Good Old Days, with just him and I in mind. And I said, what would those voices sound like together? I wrote it. I demoed it. Just piano, vocal. I sent it to his business manager. I don't know him. I never met him. I just sent it cold, figuring, in a pig's eye. And then like 2-3 weeks later, he said I'd be honored to do it. I went, oh man, the universe sometimes is not completely shit. So I went to New York, and he did the vocal, and I finished the song. And I got to tell you, it means so much to me personally. I don't even care if people like it. Oh, I do care, but it's just, can you imagine this? You're watching his dad's band, and then 600 years later, you're standing next to, and Jules sounds like his dad. And we were standing in the studio singing, first time, not on mic, just in the control room. And we start singing together in harmony. I'm going, yeah, I'm sat there. I was cool. I was fake cool. I'm like, yeah, I think this is going to work. And Sam's going, I was like out of my mind thinking, how good is this? And how did this just happen to me? And that happened. So kids, all you people out there trying to wonder what's coming next, nobody knows. But if you hang in there, there's a chance something good could happen.
Very awesome.
That's great. That's great. Love it.
I've talked too much.
No, you don't. You're a fucking big Braciole. I love it. I love it.
Why don't we do a show, the three Bracioles? the three Bracioles and the nice-looking one.
Well, I don't like to be called nice-looking, but...
Not you. It's not talking to you.
It's across the bear.
Should we ask him the question, or maybe we shouldn't?
Oh, Go ahead. I'll answer any question.
All right. Well, now it's too late. Now you brought it up.
It's too late. Dennis, if there was a gun to your head, you had no choice. No choice. You had to do it. Me or Mike Calta, which one would you have sex with?
This works so much better when the guest is a woman, but...
Okay, let me think about it. Could you send me a picture of your penises?
Well,
I showed you right now. You really want to see it?
well, his is like a Braciole. So if you,
Oh, is that right? Well, I want the
Yeah.
small one.
mine's like mine's like a stuffed mushroom.
What's it stuffed with?
Breadcrumbs.
Other dicks.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Hey, listen, the question is relevant today because
Yes.
we're all fluid.
Yes.
No.
I have a lot of fluid. I'm
Yeah.
swollen because I have sodium, but
Yeah. You know, my son, he's part of the LGBTQ community, and I love him.
Okay.
And you know, what are you going to do? This is it.
Well, I'm married. Mike's married. We both have a wife and kid. We just want to know.
It's a self-esteem thing for us.
It's a self-esteem
It's not a gay thing. It's a
Yeah,
self-esteem thing for us.
Let's be truthful. Be truthful. I'm a boob guy.
They both have boobs.
How dare you? You don't
That's
know.
sad.
Naked.
That's quite sad.
I have a B cup.
Have you got the man's ear?
Look at Bobby. Bobby looks like little Cartman came to life.
How tall are you?
5'8" and a quarter.
And what do you're like? You look like you could have played guard.
Well, no, I could have ate a guard. 290. What am I? 295 now.
I would say 298.
I'm 29. All right. You know what, Fatso? You're fat too. All right, with this fat on fat crime, I'm getting sick of it.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, I think he's hedging towards me, Mike.
I think you.
Get
I
my
think you. I think.
measurements.
I like the no facial hair.
Yep.
No. And I like the shirt.
Thank you.
All
So
right,
it's me.
Bobby.
It's me.
Put one in your
Okay.
corner, buddy.
All right. As long as I can say this with all honesty, because I'm not coming anywhere near you guys with the sequestering. You, Bobby, are the winner.
Woo!
Yes.
Somebody-
Yes.
Somebody give him a parting gift.
Yes, Max, you can come in now. Your dad won.
Where do you live, Dennis? Are you in Chicago now?
My aunt's attic. I live in Chicago
Chicago.
Not-
Okay.
City.
Yeah.
You know, I'm outside, but you know, I can get down there in 25 minutes if I need to. But what am I doing down there?
Right.
I'm just saying, when this passes over, we're gonna come in. I want to get a look at those gold records. Get a tour of the
Come
house.
in. You come in. You can come over to the house. We'll get good pizza, not that shit you eat in New York.
Are
I
you,
mean,
are
the
you
shit
right?
where you put the sauce on top? That's confusing.
On top of what?
On top of a pie with cheese on it.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a second. That's not Chicago pizza. That's invented.
You talking about that Lou Malnati's bullshit?
That's halada pie. That's
That's
bullshit.
right.
Here's what it is. It's wafer thin crust,
Yes.
crunchy, crispy, fennel sausage, not too much cheese, and a nice sauce.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven and you overcook it a little bit so all the dusty crumbs on the bottom get a little burnt.
Yes.
Like this. It's like
Yes.
it's like a host on Sunday for the Catholic. That's Chicago. And then this guy Ike Sewell, he shows up like in the late 50s, and he opens this place where you get a pizza, you got to hire 2 men and a Boy Scout to lift it. That's not
Wow.
Chicago. It's not Chicago pizza. Chicago pizza, and you know what? You cut it in squares. That's when
Yeah.
you know it's
Right.
Chicago pizza.
All right, I'll be willing to try that. It's better than your hot dogs. You put too many vegetables on your hot dogs. But I'm in.
You just really need relish and mustard. That's
Well,
it.
Uh, this-
Maybe a tomato.
That's
Mac
Max.
with
That's
sport.
Dennis, right there. There's Mike, but there's Gabby. There's Dennis. Now he's a singer. He's a singer. You play guitar.
Yeah.
You play the drums. He's a singer.
Get your hand off of me because of COVID.
Come on, back up.
He said he looked very old.
And guys, we're gonna be doing a live cheese show.
All right, get up. Goodbye. All right, say
He's
goodbye.
plugging his own stuff.
Say
Wow.
goodbye.
I'll
Like
tell
a
you, the
living
apple didn't
Joe
fall far
old
from the
cheese
tree.
show.
Really.
All right, goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
I'm gonna go on my cheese show.
Goodbye. Get out of here.
So you say goodbye to Father.
Subscribe
Oh, this has been awesome talking to you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, this has been great. Really. I mean, you never, I'm like, I love you. I love your music my whole life. And your songs, and I saw you resurface up on YouTube with your song, Best of Times. I was like, this is fucking great. And to know that you're just a regular Braciole, you're a great guy and funny and down to earth, and you're thinking like the most of us are thinking. It's pretty great. So
it's been a pleasure to be with you guys. I'm sorry I was a little late. And really, when it comes right down to it, we are Americans. E pluribus unum. The idea from these flawed men who came up with this ideal, an ideal that has never, ever been true. This is not the promised land, okay? It's only the promise of this land. And it's up to people to say, well, we got to figure out a way, to get along and make the thing go forward. And yes, we have never lived up to our promise. And we're facing that right now. But we don't need these people in the news media for cash making us any more divided.
Well said.
True.
God bless America. And God bless Dennis DeYoung. There we go.
Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy.
Thank
We'll see you later, man. Take care.
Bye.
What a great guy.
Whoa, he was awesome.
I wish he lived near. I'd go eat pizza at his house every night. Like, Dennis, tell us a story about when you met this guy and we just eat pizza and hang out and listen to him.
He's so cool.
He is very cool.
He had jokes too.
That's the thing. That's why he's a good radio guest too. He just talks. He takes over and goes. He's got his corny jokes and they play in. Keep in mind, he's 73 years old. That's a fucking lifetime, man.
73. And he's, Jesus Christ, Mike, you look fucking, just shatteringly scary.
Me? If I don't wear a hat, I look like I'm going to kill people.
I'm glad that logo looks like my logo behind you looks like a fucking, like some type of KKK anti-Semitic fucking logo behind you. Anyways, he was great, man. Fucking great. I mean, when he fucking said he's wearing Kiss panties, it killed me. What a fucking
Kiss
line.
dog.
It was good.
Dude, great guy, funny. But you're absolutely right, Mike. I would hang out with him in 2 seconds.
Yeah. He's like the cool fucking old guy on your block that, has got 1,000 stories. I don't care that he was a rock star. You just want to hear him tell stories.
Yeah. It is a shame, though. I would love it if you got one of those other guys and found out what the fuck happened.
Gabby, do you know any of the guys from Skid Row?
I don't know them personally, but my parents do really well.
Yeah. So I knew Scotty Hill pretty good. He's the guitar player, and him and Rachel Bolan, the bass player. And I used to have them on the show all the time. And I will tell you that Sebastian Bach is the most hated guy in the history of music, and I can prove it to you because Skid Row has no fucking money. I've been to Scotty Hill's house. They have no money, and they would rather be fucking poor than reunite with Sebastian Bach and go out on tour, because that would fucking crush it. They could go out with Guns N' Roses, they can go out with anybody they want to do and make millions of dollars, but they'd rather be fucking poor and play to small clubs than go out with that asshole again. And that's why I thought Dennis DeYoung was going to be an asshole, because those guys would make way more money going out with Dennis DeYoung and Styx than this no-name fucking Styx that they have. But no,
complete opposite. I'm not good with famous people. I'm really not. I don't know. And I always say something stupid or blah, blah, blah. But he was so fucking chill. That was like he was like talking to a comedian. Just fucking, had some stuff to say, lightened it up. I can't see why they would not want to fucking do that. And they replaced him with a guy that looks just like him.
Yeah, but the guy doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the singing talent that Dennis DeYoung has, and you're never going to have original Styx. Boston tried to do that with different singers too, and they never had Boston again.
Yeah,
you can call your band whatever the fuck you want, but if you don't have anybody from Leonard Skinner in it, it's not Leonard Skinner.
Right.
So tell John Bon Jovi, I said, until Richie Sambora is back in that fucking band, this guy is out. I'm just kidding. Is there a new album? Don't they have a new album out?
Lawrence Gowan.
Can you bring him up?
Yeah.
Bring up what he looks like. Yeah, they replaced him with
Jovi
this
just
guy.
dropped an album.
How do you not know that fucking Bon Jovi just dropped an album?
I don't know.
You're the worst daughter ever.
No, we actually
Really, you really
hang out
are.
and talk about other things than work. We talk about
You-
life. We
You
talk
should
about
know that is a major part of your father's life and will probably what's going to buy you your next apartment.
no. We talk about the musical, baby. That's what we focus on.
All right. I got you. I got you.
There's definitely a new.
More
I
points
know
on the
for sure
musical.
there's
More points on the musical. I get you.
more points to that. There's definitely a new song out for sure. I don't know if they dropped a whole album.
Yeah, they did. I'm on it. I'll handle all the Bon Jovi news.
Yeah, you could just do it. Do it.
All right, Mush, she can take that off. Yeah, you're I mean, that's just terrible that you don't know your father dropped an album.
Yeah, but I know
I
so
mean,
many.
how privileged
All right.
are you?
Name the first 5 albums in order, Gabby.
Look, that
New
privilege.
Jersey,
Look at
No,
look
the
at
first
privilege
5
really gets
albums.
white chicks.
The first 5 Bon Jovi albums in order. Name them.
Bon Jovi, New Jersey,
No.
Slippery When Wet.
No.
Oh God. Oh my God.
You're a fucking failure.
What do you want from me?
I want you to learn
I'm not a fucking.
father, his heritage, and what
Historian.
it means to
I know-
rock and roll music. Your father's
I
in the
know
Rock and Roll
more.
Hall of Fame.
I know more than you'll ever know. You can learn all the things you could find on Google and Wikipedia, honey, but I have the real juice.
Let me tell you
What do you-
something.
What do
I
you
smoked
have?
pot with him. Did you?
What?
I smoked pot with your father. Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
since I
last
was
weekend she
fucking
did.
13. What are you nuts?
What are you stupid? She was smoking pot with him. She probably did fucking ecstasy with her father.
How do you-
Oh,
There you go.
you're get him to pay for your fucking internet so you don't freeze
Yeah,
up
get
like that.
Yeah, get him to upgrade your fucking internet over in Brooklyn.
Is it freezing?
No, you're
Fucking
good
hell.
now.
That's terrible.
You're good now.
Why are you getting mad, privileged?
I am.
Yeah, but you don't like the word privileged, do you?
It's because you're using it as an attack.
Why? It wouldn't be funny if it was. What's that's the only funny way to use the word privilege.
Just call me a bitch. Like,
No,
why do you
you're
have
not. You're not a bitch.
You're not a bitch. You're
Not a bitch.
privileged.
Gabby, I'm going to give you Bon Jovi quizzes every time you're on the show, and I need you to answer.
I actually did Lenny Marcus's podcast, and he did a whole Bon Jovi quiz, and I fucking failed so hard.
What the fuck?
Why? Like, here's the thing. We don't talk about that all the time. We're not sitting around talking about Bon Jovi. We're talking about funny drug stories. We're talking about the musical. We're talking about life.
Excuse me for a second. I just want to talk to my son. You better fucking know every accomplishment that I have by the time you're her privileged age. All right, back to you. I had attack. I didn't want to call you a bitch, so I had to call you another attack
fine.
word.
This
I
is
mean,
my
I'm a
favorite
favorite
accomplishment of
child.
yours, actually, Kelton.
Look at that. All right. I raised a turtle.
That's true, and it's cute.
Yeah.
I'm the
I
favorite.
thought it was
kid, so I think I'm doing fine.
You don't even know the words, and she don't know me.
I don't even know what that is.
Fuck.
The song "She Don't Know Me." She don't know me. She don't care. You know. Oh, that's a fucking great song. My God,
What's
Gabby.
the best keyboard song for Bon Jovi?
Easy.
Even though he wrote it, he's right.
She's a little runaway.
Right away.
What about the song your dad does before when he does the keyboard solo?
What song is that? What's the title of that song?
Oh fuck! You're missing out. You should go and you should get on your little fucking MP3 player and start listening to Bon Jovi.
Player.
Yeah, get on your iPod 1.
Yeah, but you don't understand when you're at the concerts every like nonstop. It's just that like a part of the score to your life. You're not like I don't listen to it. If it comes on the radio, I'll listen to it.
You don't think Francis Ford Coppola's kids have seen the fucking Godfather a couple of times?
I've also heard every Bon Jovi song 1,000 times.
Clearly, you have not, or you would know the words. So she don't know me.
She don't know me.
You guys.
Don't care. Oh my God.
Leave me alone.
Why? Why would we leave you alone? Listen, Gabby. Well, I'm glad you're back with your boyfriend now. Should I hurry up and get this tattoo before you break up again?
Yeah, hurry up.
Oh, shit.
You guys back to doing butt stuff?
No, I'm kidding. We're back. He won't let me do butt stuff. That's the same old story. He won't let me put a finger in his butt, but we're back.
Oh.
I wouldn't want that long finger in my butt either.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at the size of that thing. It would just slip all the way in.
That just hurt my butt. Looking
Ah!
what's up,
Oh,
Captain
my
Hook?
Lord. Oh, you fucking hit the male G-spot with that witch finger.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my
Give
Lord.
Bobby the vapors.
Oh, my Lord.
This woman done stuck her finger up for 4 knuckles deep inside my butthole.
I believe you have an intestine in your hand.
I can't tattoo hands anymore. It freaks me out.
Are we getting matching tattoos?
Get
Me
him.
and you?
Yeah.
What are we going to get?
Picture.
Will you get Maximus?
Picture of me. You're going to ask my boyfriend to tattoo a picture of me on you.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny would that be? If we had Gabby's face with Mush's body.
Yes.
We should get a tattoo of Mush on our shoulders, just looking up. Like he has
You get
your
him,
logo.
you get him looking up like this, and I'll get him looking down like this.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Oh, shit. Well, that was fun, man. That was a great interview. Really fun. Good guy.
By the way,
And,
New Jersey's a great album. I don't know why you feel like you're mocking that one. That's a good one.
Why am I mocking?
I don't know, because you're always like, I don't know, New Jersey.
I just said New Jersey.
New Jersey's a great album. What the fuck?
Great fucking
The
album.
OG album. Listen, I love Bon Jovi. Great stuff. I'm not a historian.
I mean,
Sorry.
it's not a historian. I mean, it's just fucking, I mean, Jesus Christ.
I love my dad. He's perfect. I talk to him on the phone for 2 hours every day.
Lay your hands on me. Lay your hands on me. Lay your hands on me.
Bravo. And they pop up from the bottom and the fucking.
And that was actually the harmony in it. So
That was it. That was the harmony.
Fucking great. Bad
Remember harmony?
medicine.
Remember when Richie used to be in the band and they had harmony?
yeah,
Fuck.
Can you get him on the show next week?
probably, but no.
Really?
I love Richie. He is the sweetest person on the planet. Everyone loves him. That's not the issue at hand.
No, I know. I love him.
He's amazing.
He
Love
is.
all of them. Love his
He
daughter.
is amazing. He is. Hey, what's happening with your movie? What's going on? I thought that was going to pop me.
With my short film?
Yeah.
Well, it got into a bunch of fucking festivals and every festival got canceled.
Oh, that's.
It sucks.
Suck up.
Fucking sucks. We got into so many and we were so excited to go. And yeah, whatever. But it got me new reps, so I'm gonna write it into a feature or a pilot. We'll see.
Let's not. It was good, but not that good. Let's not make it into a feature.
No,
What's the one where you were the security guard?
That's that.
I love that. That was great.
It was a
It's
great.
the best
It was a
scene in
great
the whole
little short film.
Thank you.
So over your right hand shoulder, there is what appears to be the right.
You're right.
That's your left. Holy shit! I can't believe I had to explain that to you.
That's her.
I was
That's
going-
her. That's her. Yes.
Over your right hand shoulder, there's the sleeve of a person that was not, or whatever that is. It looks like somebody's sleeve in the hallway that was not there before. Yeah, that you couldn't see that before, and now you can. So I thought we were going to watch you get brutally murdered.
Oh my god! And you
Live.
say fucking nothing? What the hell?
I just said, but too bad you looked over the wrong fucking shoulder. You would have had your head cut off already.
Oh my god!
She don't know.
No, miss, she don't care.
I don't know what song that is.
Look it up. You're gonna hate it.
I mean, no one hates Bon Jovi more than my actual mom. So, to be fair, I was raised in a
but-
divided house.
Not in the beginning. She didn't.
No, my stepmom.
Oh, your stepmom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your actual mom hates Bon Jovi now. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
Oh, they both hate Bon Jovi.
What is
They
your
both
mom's
hate
name?
Bon- What?
What is your mom's name?
April.
Yo, so I met April.
Really? She's a psychopath.
Well, I only met her. I didn't hang out with her.
She used to like punch people, and my dad has all these crazy stories of them going out, and if someone ever said anything like rude to her, and it was the 80s, so I'm sure everyone said everything, she would just fucking punch people in the face in the VIP section, which is kind of cool.
I was gonna say, I gotta be honest with you, that's earning
Kind
points.
of sick. Yeah.
Her and my dad should meet.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been very fun. I have to pee for like the past half hour.
Yes, I got to go do a cheese. Max is doing a cheese show with cheese that Joe Russell and Olivia brought to the house.
What about Margaret?
Yeah, why the fuck was I invited to that?
Oh,
get through the names.
You weren't here. You were at a lake.
No, I was back by then, and I just instantly logged onto your Instagram story to see what you were up to, and to see people at a barbecue at your house without it.
Mike was going back to San Antonio, and you were going on a vacation. I didn't know when you're coming back.
You didn't invite me. You didn't tell me about it until I told you I was going back to San Antonio.
Wow, what a...
No, that's not...
Wow. So it's both of us. So you choose Joe Russell over your two fucking children.
Baba.
The record, I would also
First of all, Gabby, and Mush, you were always invited to any party I have, no matter what.
Know the date and the time, or else
I said to Mush, I go, Mush, I'd invite you. I invited people like that day, okay? And that night, actually, Saturday, I invited people. Keith, Rachel, Marina, and Norton and Colin were invited. That was the party. And then Colin bailed and Norton bailed. And I told Dawn, I said, listen, I got to invite the crew. Absolutely. Saturday, I invited Joe, and then I invited Mush. He was going back to fuck. I was like, I told you I would invite you to the party, but if you weren't going back, he would get the invite. You were already gone. I looked at Instagram. You were doing lake shots with your Gap.
I think I said something unattractive.
You guys can come to any party I have. And from now on, if I have a party, I'll make sure the invite's out before.
Is it because Dawn doesn't like Gabby?
Dawn loves me.
Dawn loves Gabby, dude. You're not going to fly with that.
Asking.
I love Dawn.
It's so, look at him.
I was just asking. I didn't say she didn't. I said, is it because?
Fucking Mike Calter is CNN and Fox News of this show.
Truly.
He really just throws it out there like Don Lemon. Is it because he sounds like a fucking one of those?
Is it because your wife is not friendly with Gabby?
No,
let's
she
read the
loves
names real
Gabby
quick
and
before he pees.
She likes Mike. Yeah, let's do the names real quick. You ready? Here we go. First of all, I want to thank everybody in the Patreon. You guys are the fucking best. We love you. You're awesome. Thanks for being in the chat tonight and hanging out. Your questions are always great. First name, I like to read these names. I'm very good at it. It's kind of my thing.
Yep.
And, this is where I excel. Okay, here we go. First name, Misty. Welcome. John, I moved my monkey when Bobby was chunky. Schneider.
Very good.
Hey.
Chris Wamamalula.
That's his fault for having a fucking unnecessary H in his name.
Thank you. Kevin Dupis.
Dupuy.
Dupis.
Mertrak.
By a vowel.
Yeah.
Derek Van Heys. What?
Hey.
David Pavlaw, the dog.
The dog.
Michelle Springle. Matt D. Stephen Ray. Kyle Duncan. Slam It. Dunkin' Donuts. A little bit of cream. Not too much. No sugar.
Wait.
Gun.
All the basketball references you could have made, you went right to donuts.
Wait, real quick, Bobby. You didn't give Stephen Ray his 10-gun salute.
Oh, good eye.
What?
10-gun salute for Stephen Ray.
I was just seeing if you were paying attention. Stephen Ray, ping, 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 ping.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Kyle Duncan. I love the sandwiches. Trevor Gunn, bow bow. Jason Lucia, Terrell, Odara Rusty, and Joe Svoboda. And I want to say something to Jason Luashua. Bang, 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 bang. Cacao, 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 cacao. Ping, 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 ping.
That crazy guy. Letting my 7-year-old daughter see what a lunatic you are.
Wow.
He's so cute.
Ping, 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 ping. Oh, she's got pizza. Oh, I'm starving. I want pizza.
She's so cute.
I want Braciole so bad right now.
The episode title has to be Braciole, by the way.
I read that.
Juliana, can you
that and sliding keyboard?
She's giving everybody the finger. That's good. That's good. Good for you. Please screen grab that, Mike. Give the double finger.
Do it like this.
I love her. I love her. All right, there we go. Thank you for being a member of joining up to the fucking best thing that ever came out of the pandemic. We're talking of show every night. We're talking the jerk off party. We're talking the YKWD. We're talking the live from the shed. We're talking tech talk with Bobby and fucking friends. All kinds of shit on here. And it's under the price of a cup of coffee for 24 shows a month. It's fun. It's ridiculous. So I want to thank
tomorrow?
You guys. What's that?
What do we have tomorrow?
Me and you, baby. Me
I love it.
and you. Well, you and I think. I mean, I really didn't get anybody because I was waiting for you.
I'm waiting too.
You had Michael Rappaport and the other guy.
All right, so I'm still working on it, and tomorrow you and I will discuss Bon Jovi without all the distractions of Gabby.
Yes. She don't know me. She don't know. She don't know.
What? What was that?
Sing.
I don't know. I just kind of added in an embellishment.
All right, do the shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
You give love a bad name.
We are back in action. The band is back together, Gabby. Let's call our band Bonphony, and we'll go in a cover band. And Gabby will be our singer. Or forget it. Gabby, you're out. Mush, you're in, and it's Ton Jovi. I know better.
That's good. You might have
Jovi. Bobby, you play the drums. I'll play the bass. Get some good-looking fat guy up with long hair to sing.
Yes. I'll wear this shirt every night.
Nice.
I already know how to play all the songs.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our drummer, Tico Toenails. Our guitar player will be Richie Hambora.
Yes.
Tico Toenails.
I'll be the bass player, Huge McDonald. And then John Ton Jovi.
I love it.
All right, I gotta go work on a song. See you later.
All right, buddy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. Are the best fans in the world. Gabby, Mush, what do you got?
Gabby?
Follow me on Instagram at Gabby is Brian. Listen to my podcast, Unabashed Podcast. We have a Patreon now. That's it.
Mush.
Follow the show at YKWD Dude Podcast on Instagram. Make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube. Follow me at Mike B. Suarez. And follow Bobby at Robert Kelly Live on Instagram and Robert Kelly and everything else.
And follow me on Twitter at realassdude.com.
We got to get Lewis back on. The fans want it.
Yeah.
We will see you guys tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Stupid mustache.
And that's it. Bye, guys. You know what, dude? See you next week.
You've been listening to YKWD Podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs.